Good morning everyone. Welcome back to GK today. I hope you all are doing very well, and today we'll be discussing the most important MCQs for 21st and 22nd of April 2024. Let's start with our session. The first question is, recently which organization has developed carbon-carbon nozzle for the rocket engines? Here answer is ISRO. ISRO announced a significant advancement in the rocket engine technology where they have unveiled a lightweight carbon-carbon nozzle that has been developed by the Vikram Sarabhai Space Center. Okay, and this breakthrough promises to boost the payload capacity by enhancing the crucial parameters like thrust levels, specific impulse, and the thrust to weight ratio. So, leveraging advanced materials like carbon-carbon composite, it crafted a nozzle divergent with exceptional properties which paves the way for improved launch vehicle performance, right? So, recently ISRO has developed the carbon-carbon nozzle for the rocket engines. Now, here our keyword is organization, and in the next slide we will see some of the important organizations that came into news. The very first question is, which organization developed the Kavach system that is recently seen in the news? Here answer would be RDSO. What is it? The Research Design and Standards Organization. Actually, Supreme Court has recently commended the railways. Why? For implementing the Kavach anti-collision system, and it has been developed indigenously by RDSO in collaboration with the Indian industry. So Kavach is a state-of-the-art ATP system meeting the SIL4 standard, and it utilizes high frequency radio communication, and basically it prevents the collisions by updating the train movement continuously. So it is the most cost effective collision protection system which enforces single adherence, and it activates the brakes if needed and helps in the different operations in adverse weather with SOS functionality. Okay. So RDSO has developed the Kavach system. The full form of RDSO is Research Design and Standards Organization. Recently, which organization has been designated as the nodal center for the START program of ISRO? What is the full form of START program? Space Science and Technology Awareness Training Program. Answer would be the GUJCOST. What is the full form? The full form is Gujarat Council on Science and Technology. Okay. Fiscal Monitor report recently seen in the news is published by which organization? It is published by IMF, that is International Monetary Fund, headquarters lies in Washington DC. One Vehicle One Fastag initiative recently seen in the news is launched by which organization? This is the initiative of NHAI. NHAI stands for National Highways Authority of India. Food Waste Index Report 2024 recently seen in the news is released by which organization? This report has been published by UNEP, United Nations Environment Program. The headquarters lies in Nairobi in the country Kenya. Okay. Recently, which Indian naval ship seized 940 kgs of narcotics in the Arabian Sea as part of an operation led by the Combined Maritime Forces? Here correct answer would be INS Talwar, that is C option. It is a vessel of Indian Navy, and recently it intercepted 940 kgs of the drugs in the Arabian Sea under the Combined Maritime Forces operation. Okay, headquarters of CMF lies in the country Bahrain, right? So it spans 3.2 million square miles of waters, which safeguards the shipping lanes, and it combats the terrorism, piracy, and basically it fosters the regional cooperation as well, and it ensures the maritime safety. So CMF collaborates with the partners to enhance the security and to build maritime capabilities, and it responds to humanitarian crisis, right? Here answer is C option, INS Talwar. INS Talwar has seized this much amount of narcotics in the Arabian Sea as part of an operation led by Combined Maritime Forces. In the next slide we will see some of the important Navy related current affairs. The first question is, MSC Aries ship recently seen in the news is associated with which country? This is the ship of Israel, and it was in news because of Israel-Iran war. Recently, Navy Chief Admiral R. Hari Kumar has awarded an on-the-spot unit citation to which Indian naval ship for anti-piracy operations. This honor has been given to which Indian Navy ship? INS Sharda. Okay. The answer of second question is INS Sharda. Which Indian Coast Guard ship has recently conducted a prompt operation and safely rescued 27 Bangladeshi fishermen? This is Amog, INS Amog. Okay. What is the name of the Indian Coast Guard ship that recently made a port call in Vietnam as a part of its overseas deployment to the Asian countries? The name of this ship is Samudra Peheredar. What is the name of the Iranian fishing vessel which was recently rescued by Indian Navy from the pirates? The name of this Iranian fishing vessel was Al Khambar and it was rescued by the Indian Navy from the pirates recently. Recently, the Indian Navy has set up its first independent headquarters named as Nausena Bhavan at which place? Please note that it is the very first independent headquarters of Indian Navy and it has been established in New Delhi. Okay. Next is Bhandasar Jain Temple recently seen in the news is located in which Indian state? Here, correct answer would be Rajasthan. Bhandasar Jain Temple lies in Rajasthan. It is a ghee made Warwal in Bikaner and it was built by the Jain merchant. It is dedicated to 5th Tirthankara, who is it? Sumati Nath. Okay, and it is under Archaeological Survey of India protection. During a drought, 40,000 kilograms of ghee substituted water in its construction, and its red sandstone structure, which is adorned with intricate yellow stone carvings, stands 3 stories tall, and the sanctum is crowned with a shikhar, while the ornate paintings and the frescoes depict the Tirthankara's lives. Okay, simply we have to remember the location of Bhandasar Jain Temple. It lies in the state of Rajasthan. Whatever temple, lakes or oceans came into news, you have to remember its location for any one day exam. Okay, now here our keyword would be temple, and in the next slide we will revise some of the important temples that came into news. The first question is, recently where was the world's first Om shaped temple inaugurated? The world's very first Om shaped temple has been inaugurated in the state of Rajasthan. So it is designed basically as Om. Okay. Bhojchala temple recently seen in the news is located in which Indian state? It lies in Madhya Pradesh. Recently Prime Minister Narendra Modi laid the foundation stone of Shri Kalki Dham temple in which district of UP? So Narendra Modi laid the foundation stone of this temple in the Sambhal district of UP. Martand Sun temple recently seen in the news is located in which state or the union territory? It lies in Jammu and Kashmir. Guru Vayur Sri Krishna Swami temple, which was recently seen in the news, is located in which Indian state? This temple lies in Kerala. Okay. Recently which state holds the top position among the Indian states for economic complexity? Answer would be Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu leads all the Indian states in economic complexity, which is caused by the GDP and the employment diversity. So its farm sector's contributions to the GVA and labor force is below the national average, which is compensated by the higher shares of industry, services and the construction. And this balanced economy reflects a lower dependency on agriculture compared to the national average. So it positions Tamil Nadu as a robust economic entity, right? So Tamil Nadu is at the topmost position among the Indian states in terms of economic complexity. Okay. Now here our keyword would be top, and now in the next slide we will see some of the important toppers that came into news. According to Airports Council International, which airport has been named among the world's top 10 busiest airports for 2023? This is Indira Gandhi International Airport that lies in Delhi. Okay, and what was the overall rank of Indira Gandhi International Airport? The rank of this airport was 10th among the world's top 10 busiest airport. Okay. Recently, which port in India emerged as the top cargo handling port in India in 2023 to 24? This is the Paradeep port that lies in Odisha. According to a report by Traffic and WWF India, which state has stopped in the illegal trade of shark body parts? This is Tamil Nadu state. According to recently released CEW's report, which of the following states have been placed on the top most position in terms of water management? These 3 states are, the first is Haryana, second is Karnataka and the third one is Punjab. Okay. Who topped the Huron India Top 100 Under 30 list 2023 as the youngest entrepreneur? This report was released in the month of December last year, means in 2023, and the youngest entrepreneur here was Cavalia Vohra. Fine. Next is Hakki Pikki tribe recently seen in the news is predominantly found in which Indian state? Many times we have talked about Haki Pikki tribe, and members of Haki Pikki tribe are predominantly found in the state of Karnataka. Why this tribe came into news? Because they were caught in the violence in Sudan. Okay. Actually, in northern Karnataka and Maharashtra, they are known as male Shikhari, and they are socially divided into 4 clans resembling the Hindu caste system, and they traditionally follow the semi-nomadic lifestyle where they totally rely on hunting and begging. But with wildlife laws, they are now dependent on the forest produce and the trade spices and the herbal oils as well. Okay, so Haki Pikki tribe is predominantly found in the state of Karnataka. Now last year 2 operations were in news. The first one is Operation Kaveri and the second one is Operation Karuna. Okay, so Operation Kaveri was launched by the Indian government to evacuate the Indian citizens from the country Sudan. Why? Because of some conflict, and at that time Haki Pikki tribe was very much in news. Okay, and second is Operation Karuna. It was launched by the Indian government to help the country Myanmar. Why? Because Myanmar country was affected by Cyclone Mocha. Okay. Now let's see some state related current affairs. The first one is Viranam Lake, recently seen in the news, is located in which Indian state? So this lake is vital for Chennai's water supply and it lies in Tamil Nadu. Recently it hit 0 million cubic feet and it is among the world's longest man-made lakes. Fine. Simply we have to remember the location of Viranam Lake. It lies in Tamil Nadu. Recently the government of UP has constructed the state's first ever glass skywalk bridge in which district? So UP government has constructed the state's very first glass skywalk bridge in Chitrakoot district of UP. Okay. Recently which state is leading in implementing the green credit program with over 500 land parcels for the tree plantation? This is MP, that means Madhya Pradesh. The city of Miraj recently awarded a GI tag for its craftsmanship in the musical instruments is located in which Indian state? City of Miraj has been awarded the GI tag recently and it lies in the state of Maharashtra. Recently a special website named as Booth Rabita has been launched in which Indian state to provide the election related information to the people. This state is Punjab. Okay. Next is, recently where was the state of the art IT laboratory inaugurated by the Chief of Army Staff? Here your answer would be the country Uzbekistan. And India's Army Chief General Manoj Pandey has inaugurated a high-tech IT laboratory at the Uzbek Academy of Armed Forces during his visit to the country Uzbekistan. So this milestone in defense cooperation stems from a commitment that was made in the year 2018. Initially it was proposed during a defense ministers meeting and the project gained traction in 2019 through funding from India's Ministry of External Affairs. Currently, the lab values at 8.5 crore rupees and it boasts cutting-edge technology including the cyber security, hardware programming and virtual reality facilities. Okay, here correct answer would be Uzbekistan country. Now our keyword is inaugurated and in the next slide we will see something important and the recent inaugurations. Recently, President of India inaugurated a 2-day homeopathic symposium at which place? Answer would be New Delhi. Recently, Indian Coast Guard Aquatic Center has been inaugurated at which place? So, this center has been inaugurated in Rameshwaram. Rameshwaram lies in the state of Tamil Nadu. Recently, India's Numaligarh Refinery Limited inaugurated its first international office in which country? Your answer would be Bangladesh. Okay, they have inaugurated their very first or you can say initial international office in the country Bangladesh. Recently, where was the India's first indoor athletics and aquatic center inaugurated? This is Bhubaneswar. Recently, Prime Minister of India inaugurated the first oil palm processing mill under the Mission Palm Oil in which Indian state? So, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi has inaugurated the very first oil palm processing mill under the Mission Palm Oil in the state of Arunachal Pradesh. Probe 3 mission recently seen in the news is related to which space agency? So correct answer is European Space Agency, that is C option. And why it came into news? Because this mission is scheduled to launch in this year in the month of September. Okay, using what? Using India's PSLV, that is Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle. And the mission will see 2 satellites fly together in space 144 meters apart and aligned with the sun. and these satellites will block each other's solar disk, which would allow the researchers to see the sun's faint corona or the surrounding atmosphere. So this will be the first precision formation flying mission in the world, right? So Probe 3 mission is associated with European Space Agency. Now let's see some space related current affairs. Recently ISRO has decided to achieve debris free space by which year? So ISRO has decided to achieve the debris free space by the end of 2030. Who becomes the first Indian to venture into space as a tourist on the NS-25 mission of Blue Origin? This is Gopi Thotakura. Okay, he is the very first Indian to venture into space as a tourist on the NS-25 mission of Blue Origin. Recently, which country launched the first Angara A5 space rocket? This rocket belongs to Russia. Recently, which mission received the 2024 John L. Jack Swigert Jr. Award for the space exploration? This is our Chandrayaan 3 mission. Solar and Heliospheric Observatory, which is also known as SOHO, recently seen in the news, is a project of international collaboration between which two space agencies? So this is a project of European Space Agency and NASA. Okay. Next is, which countries recently signed a treaty to recognize the whales as the legal person? These countries are New Zealand and the Cook Islands. They have signed a treaty recognizing the whales as the legal persons following the New Zealand's declaration of the Whanganui River as a legal entity. So legal persons, whether human or non-human entities, possess every right akin to individuals, including the ability to sue, be sued, own a property, and to enter the contracts. Okay, so this marks a significant step in environmental and legal spheres by acknowledging the intrinsic values of non-human life forms and the natural entities, right? So New Zealand and the Cook Islands signed a treaty to recognize the whales as the legal person. Now let's have a look at some international current affairs. Mykolas Alekna, who recently broke the longest standing men's world record in the discus throw, belongs to which country? So he belongs to the country Lithuania. Ahmed Abdullah Al-Ahmed Al-Sabah recently became the new Prime Minister of which country? He is the new Prime Minister of country Kuwait. Jonathan Christie, who recently won his first Asian Badminton Championship, belongs to which country? He belongs to Indonesia. Recently, which country developed the world's first satellite series, Tiantong-1? This is the country China. Bjarni Benediktsson recently became the new Prime Minister of which country? He is the new Prime Minister of the country Iceland. Okay. What is the official name of Israel's operation for intercepting drones and missiles that were launched by Iran? This is a very important question because it is related to this is an extremely important question. So answer would be Operation Iron Shield, and the Israel's successful interception of Iranian drones and missiles is dubbed as Operation Iron Shield. Its defense includes Arrow 2, Arrow 3, David Sling, and the Iron Dome system. Okay, Arrow 2 and Arrow 3 targets the medium to long range missiles, while the David Sling focuses on short to medium and the medium to long range ones. Talking about Iron Dome, it is the world's first missile defense system that handles the short range rockets and the UAVs. Okay, and they are adeptly managing multiple threats and simultaneously, right? So the official name of Israel's operation for intercepting drones and missiles that were launched by the Iran is Operation Iron Shield. Now let's see some of the important operations that were in news. What was the primary objective of Operation Meghdoot recently mentioned in the news? So the purpose of Operation Meghdoot was to secure the Siachen Glacier. Okay, and it was in news few days back. What is the name of the operation recently launched by India to evacuate Indian nationals from Haiti? This is known as Operation Indravati. Fine. Operation Rising Sun, recently seen in the news, is related to which one of the following? It is associated with smuggling of foreign origin gold. Okay. Operation Kamdhenu, recently seen in the news, is launched by which state or the Union Territory to curb the cattle smuggling? Answer is Jammu and Kashmir. Which state government recently launched the Operation Smile X to rescue the child laborers? Answer is Telangana. Okay. Recently, who was honored with the World Literary Prize for her contribution to literature by the World Organization of Writers? Here correct answer would be Mamta G. Sagar, that is B option. She is a Kannada poet and she received the World Literary Prize from the World Organization of Writers for her literary contribution. Also, she is known as a playwright and academic, and she is a facilitator at Shrishti Manipal Institute of Art, Design and Technology, and she described her journey of applying for the award, which began 8 months earlier, and the ceremony took place during the inaugural Congress of the World Organization of Authors in Abuja in the country Nigeria, and it was hosted by the Association of Nigerian Authors Writers Village, and it was established by Chinua Achebe in 1981. Okay, simply you have to remember that who is the winner of World Literary Prize. Answer is Mamta Ji Sagar. Now let's have a look at some awards and honors related question. Recently, who was honored with the International Culture Award 2024? This is Meena Charanda. Meena Charanda has been honored with the International Culture Award. Recently, which ministry has been honored with the award for best performance in accounts during the financial year 2023 to 24? This is Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. Who has been honored with the prestigious Vishisht Seva Medal for developing multi-purpose octocopter? Answer would be Varinder Singh. Okay. Which institute has been honored with the Nelson Mandela Award 2024 by the WHO? Answer would be NIMHANS. What is the full form of NIMHANS? The National Institute of Mental Health and Neurosciences. Recently, which musician has been honored with the Lakshmi Narayan International Award? This award has been presented to Pyare Lal Sharma. Okay. So these are the most important current affairs and the news from today. And now let's start with today's quiz. Here on the slide you can see 5 questions which have been taken from the past 2-3 days current affairs. Pause the video and try to solve each of these questions, and at the end of the lecture do not forget to share your scores in the comment section. So please be honest and do not cheat with yourself. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked the session. These were the important news and events from today, and we will meet again tomorrow with some more important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, Meenuz Hadsana signing off.